What shape is the world that we live on? Most of us would quickly answer that planet Earth is a spherical globe. But a small yet vocal minority insists that thousands of years of science and direct experience are misleading us. They believe that the Earth is in fact flat and stationary. In this video, I'll be taking an in-depth look at the shocking flat Earth theory. I aim to explain its key arguments and the evidence believers cite, while also examining the overwhelming proof for Earth as a rounded globe. Flat Earthers, as they are called, claim that the Earth is a flat, level disk rather than a rotating sphere. They propose Antarctica forms an impenetrable icy wall enclosing the Earth's seas and continents within. The Arctic sits at the center, with the sun, moon, and stars revolving in the skies above. Gravity doesn't exist, but objects instead move due to the Earth accelerating upward. Space agencies have fabricated all evidence of a globular world, they argue. On the surface, it's an outlandish notion. Yet surprisingly, flat Earth notions have gained renewed popularity in recent years through the internet. High-profile rapper B.O.B. even tweeted about his flat Earth views to millions of followers. But how could such an archaic idea gain traction today? Let's now dive deeper into the key arguments flat Earthers use to make their astounding case. One of the foremost reasons flat Earthers reject the globular Earth model is that they claim to observe no curvature over long distances. Standing on the ground, or when looking out airplane windows, the horizon appears straight and flat. Any curvature of a 24,000-mile circumference sphere should be noticeable, they argue. Believers also point to strange vanishing sunsets on the horizon. As the sun descends, its bottom portion disappears from view first rather than the entire orb sinking uniformly. Photos showing flat-looking horizons without obvious curvature are also touted as proving the world is not round. Flat Earthers argue that the surface of standing water always appears level, rather than conforming to a spherical shape as it would on a globe. If gravity pulled objects to the center of a ball-shaped Earth, they claim water would take on this curvature. But it does not. They also question why, if the Earth is spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour, we do not physically sense this motion in our everyday lives. Their model claims the Earth is stationary with no movement through space. Many flat Earthers express deep distrust of modern astronomy. They see NASA and other space agencies as perpetrating a multi-billion-dollar hoax about the Earth's shape. This ties into broader conspiracy thinking about governments misleading the public. Interpreting selective scriptural passages literally is another justification flat Earthers cite. References to the four corners of the Earth and God stretching out the heavens over it support the pancake-shaped belief. So those are the main arguments put forward for why the Earth could actually be flat. But what evidence do believers actually cite to try to prove it? One test flat Earthers continually refer back to is the Bedford-level experiment performed in the early 1800s. A British inventor set up poles 6 miles across the Bedford River, and supposedly observed the far pole through his telescope, suggesting no curvature. This is presented as proof water remains flat over distance. Another claim is that objects can be seen at extremely far distances, even 100+ miles, when they should fall below any curvature. Oil platforms, skyscrapers, and shorelines that should be hidden over the horizon can instead be spotted with cameras, disproving the drop-off of a sphere, they argue. Photos and videos which appear to show flat horizons are also shared widely. Though many clearly demonstrate curvature when carefully analyzed, flat Earthers circulate ones they insist reveal no curve. Footage without obvious distortion is touted as definitive proof. Believers also point out we never see real photographs looking down at the full circular Earth from space. Most such images come from NASA, which flat Earthers decry as fabricated composites. They see this as confirmation the planet's true shape is being hidden. Some even argue that inconsistencies in moon landing footage prove no one has ever actually been to space or orbited Earth. This seeds doubts about all globular world evidence from space agencies. That covers the main observations and experiments flat Earthers say reveal the true flat nature of our world. But there are fatal flaws with this reasoning and evidence. While flat Earthers cite selective examples, there are countless irrefutable ways the roundness of Earth is confirmed. Gravity, changing seasons, time zones, equinoxes, eclipses, and pole stars all logically make sense on a revolving globe model. Its geometry. The curve of a sphere as vast as Earth inevitably becomes imperceptible from ground level or even at airliner altitudes. But high-altitude balloons and rockets demonstrate visible curvature. The curve gradually becomes more pronounced the higher one goes. Circumnavigation and flight paths totally make sense on a spherical world map, but would be nonsensical plotted on a flat map. If Antarctica contained Earth's oceans, airline flights to Australia would be impossible in reality. We have countless verified photos of Earth from orbit, captured independently by NASA, Russia, China, ESA, India and commercial satellites. Private astronauts have also shared recent photos from space, all consistently showing a spherical Earth. While parts of moon landing footage were recreated, reflective artifacts prove video was captured on the actual moon, not in studios. Analyses of signals bounced off reflectors left by Apollo crews confirm moon visits occurred. Finally, lunar eclipses provide one of the clearest proofs of Earth's shape. Its circular shadow cast on the moon, recorded since ancient times, perfectly matches a spherical planet. No flat Earth model can account for this consistent phenomenon. So despite a tiny minority claiming otherwise, the truth of our planet's spherical, revolving nature is utterly undeniable. With centuries of scientific knowledge and direct modern experience all confirming it, belief in a flat Earth unfortunately remains the realm of fantasy. I appreciate you taking the time to follow me down the flat Earth rabbit hole today. When such an antiquated notion manages to spread in the modern world, it reveals important lessons about human psychology. It shows how potent that desire to feel unique with secret knowledge can be. But it also reveals how susceptible we are to confirmation bias, selectively seeking out proof for what we want to believe. My goal is to stimulate critical thought about fascinating fringe ideas, while avoiding demonstrably false ones. This is Paranoid Whisper signing off for now. Let me know your thoughts on this perplexing theory in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to join me on the journey to unravel more of the world's most intriguing mysteries. Your support helps me continue producing regular content tackling alternative viewpoints. Until next time, stay curious out there.